In the heart of Yorkshire, our health service is hard at work.
Hello, Barnsley Casualty.
Help him!
Just relax, mate.
A dedicated team.
You're strong.
You're the first person to say that.
Oh, there we go.
Working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We've run away.
I think I've just about got it cracked, this job.
Ready for anything
Don't swear. What are you swearing for?
and everything.
I'm getting up at 8 years old.
Well, you're stuck with me now.
Wow.
Oh,
That's our boys.
Look at you, look at you.
any pain at all?
No.
Facing life
Back from the moon.
and death. Trauma and tears.
I know.
Supporting each other through the toughest shifts.
I just need the use of a cubicle.
I'm not coming home and it's not being warm.
It's a tiny bit. Oh, lovely. It's like champagne.
Baptism of fire into Barnsley, isn't it?
This is Barnsley Casualty 24/7.
God bless the NHS.
On shift tonight, emergency nurse practitioner Becky Milthorpe.
Take a seat now.
Slow.
Dr. Johnny Cooper,
Can I be honest with you, Dean? I'm worried that you might have had something there to cause that bone to be really fragile.
and paediatric nurse Greg Preston.
It's called a boxing fracture. Yeah, you've got bruised hands. I'm sorry. All right. Sorry.
Sorry.
So, get ready to share a shift with the team at Barnsley Casualty. Ambulances are stacking up outside the A&E department today. Inside, lead nurse Steph Riding is meant to be managing the hub.
It's only Stephanie Nurse in ED. We've just got quite a bit of a delay on the ambulance.
But instead, she's on her way to resus.
When emergency buzzer goes off, we're just very aware that that patient is the most unwell patient in that department at that time.
You got any access?
All available staff have been called.
Make sure adrenaline go up because you don't know what you're running into or what that alarm's going off for.
As quickly as the fitting started, it stops.
There's a patient who will on an ambulance stretcher who's just had a seizure. She's stopped fitting now though, so that's good.
But she still needs to be monitored, and finding space in the department is Nurse Steph's next challenge.
How long has that patient been waiting, you know?
Because at the moment, she's one of 19 patients waiting for a bed.
Just done a walk round and we're back at capacity for cubicles.
And it's about to get worse. Because the emergency red phone has rung. There's been a head-on collision during the morning school run.
It just seems to be busy.
Sister Kelly is usually found managing the hub, but with so many patients to treat, today she's in resus, preparing for the emergency arrival.
I'm being a nurse, a proper nurse. Makes me use my brain.
Eventually, 38-year-old cleaner Emma is wheeled into resus.
Emma, so I'm Kelly. I'm going to be looking after you. I've got you some pain relief, some morphine. So what this is going to do is I'm just going to pop this into this cannula here, and you just let me know how you're feeling. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you say pain is at minute?
It's a good 9.
9?
At the scene, Emma felt severe pain in her hips and neck, so paramedics immediately placed her in a brace.
I'm just making my way home to be able to take the kids to school.
Alright. Still the same? No better? I just don't want to get too fast because we don't want to make you go woozy, okay?
Sister Kelly's first challenge is to get the pain under control.
And how's your pain now?
I just feel like I'm being inflated.
Hey, up there, it's only Steph, you alright? Yeah, I've been better too.
Back in the hub,
Just to let you know, we're capacity for cubicles. What I know we're short of beds somewhere. Yeah.
every area in the department is gridlocked.
We've got 78 patients in the department, but we've got about 20 that are waiting for beds on AMU, and we're struggling to get any flow out of the department, which is resulting in ambulance delays and walking delays due to lack of cubicles in the department. There aren't 20 beds available at the minute, just waiting for discharges throughout the hospital. So yes, very busy today, very busy.
And the patients just keep coming.
Deep breathing, please. Slow it down. Take more breaths in rather than blowing into it. That's better.
In resus, 74-year-old Cheryl has broken 2 leg bones after tripping up at home last night. It's a complicated break, and Dr. Greer needs to work out the best way of putting the bones back in place.
But the idea is rather than squeezing it aside, put one hand up here, one hand here, get a lot more force. Push them together.
Nice big deep breathing, please.
In the cubicle, Nurse Becky is doing all she can to ease Cheryl's pain.
Foot under ankle, sweet. Foot under ankle. Yeah, that's it, lovely. Deep breathing, please.
Been nursing now for 25 years old because as much as we give patients something to help with the pain, it is a painful procedure.
Gonna do a bit of pushing.
Okay. You can't stop. Steady away. Slow. Smashing. Keep going. You're doing fabulous. Nice deep breath. It's going to help take it off. Keep going, sweetheart. Better. Slow.
Dr. Greer is using all his strength,
Listen, breathe in. That's it.
but the bones are not moving into position,
In. Slower in.
and it's only causing Cheryl more agony.
Slower.
If she'd have come up the night before, it would have been much better for her and us. But because it had been left, you've got an injury and you've got the swelling, so it makes it a lot harder for us to move it.
No.
If they can't get the bones back into position, she'll need emergency surgery.
Oh, it's my hand is easy. It's a bit wet, don't worry. Keep going with that.
At Barnsley Casualty, the corridors are crowded and the cubicles are full, which means some patients are waiting for beds on wards to become free.
I did a walk round and I couldn't find any more cubicles.
Nurse Steph needs to work out how she's going to get some movement or flow into the department.
We need flow to be able to maintain a safe department so we don't become overrun.
Hello. Do you know how many patients are around here? Is it full in both bays then?
These cubicles get blocked up with patients who are waiting to be admitted elsewhere. We like to get them up to the wards as soon as possible.
A busy department also means a long wait for scans and x-rays.
How long do you want me to give it until I send any of the others? I've got 2 more.
And that means a long wait for porters too.
Just let me know where you're going, because I've got a list of who I need to go in what time. So when you've done that, just come and find me and we'll regroup, alright? No pressure.
In resus is 38-year-old cleaner Emma. She was involved in a road traffic collision whilst doing the school run.
So she works at gym.
Oh, right.
And so when you go to gym and you ain't got a quid for a locker, she's one of them.
Oh.
Sister Kelly needs to urgently find out the extent of her spinal injury.
How are you feeling? Alright, a bit tired, a bit sleepy now, but you've had that, yeah? So what we're going to do is, we're just going to take you round now for your CT scan. Harry, I'm just going to CT.
CT.
Yeah?
Biology.
Emma, Jack is just going to explain stuff to you, okay? Alright, darling.
Scan complete. Emma is taken straight back to resus to wait for her results.
Thank you, babes.
Still in resus is Cheryl, and the pain relief isn't having the desired effect on the 74-year-old.
Slower.
Dr. Greer has been trying to push her bones back into place, while Nurse Becky tries to help all she can.
Come on, keep going, sweetheart.
The thought of pulling that bone back into that position, and sometimes you can feel it cracking, hear it cracking. I know we shouldn't, but I do try and give it a wide berth.
It's all over for now, but only an x-ray will confirm if Cheryl's bones are back in the right place.
That's done for now. You did really well. Then we're going to get another x-ray, see how it's looking, and then we'll take it from there. Is that alright, my lovely? You did really well.
Cheryl tripped in her kitchen last night. Living alone, there was no one to help.
That's finally got him back. All morning, but I then started wetting up, and then I wanted to go to the toilet, so I had to get on my hands and knees again to just go across to the hall where my toilet is. I don't know what I had done if I'd have upstairs. I don't know how I'm going to put.
Cheryl, take your beer,
In particularly in Barnsley, people are quite hard round here. Well, we come from a mining community, don't we? So they will not seek medical assistance until they have to. Quite stubborn, really. The older generation are definitely worse for that. They'll say, I'm sorry I'm here, I don't want to bother you.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And they'll have a nasty fracture and you think, really? You know, they're crazy.
Dr. Greer examines the X-ray before heading to see Cheryl.
Don't look good news, does it?
No, we're going to need to do it again.
Oh, for God's sake.
There's always a risk that we don't get it in a better location. We're going to try our best to get it better.
Right. Have you got some daughters, sons, doing a ring? Let them know what's happening.
My son was in Norfolk. My sister-in-law was looking after me.
Right, okay, so that's who we need to contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Given the level of pain Cheryl was in first time round, Dr. Zachariah Robb from Orthopaedics has been called.
Came round and actually saw that it moved it slightly, but it needed a bit more manipulation.
Cheryl is steeling herself for another painful procedure.
Becca, would you mind with a CT, please, with cubicle 15? Porter's just there. Thank you.
In the hub, Nurse Steph needs to make sure the department is not getting overrun, and that means constantly checking the numbers.
Oh, Beth, can we just have a quick catch up? Just waiting for a bed, not worried about him.
I wasn't very great at maths at school, definitely not. I think if you ask my maths teacher, they'd probably agree.
18's gone. Gone. So that needs to come off. Don't tell me to that off.
When I left school, I actually went and resat my maths so that I could go to university and become a nurse. I think my teacher would be quite proud.
This one's gone. There's someone in there at a minute. I've got the list.
Over in Miners, emergency nurse practitioner Kirsty Muscroft is assessing Corey, a 20-year-old carpet fitter.
Hi, nice to meet you.
What have you been doing?
Working.
Okay. What injury have you come with?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Smells a little one.
Bought it on.
I think carpet soil's a carpet knife.
Emergency nurse practitioners play a vital part in keeping the flow of patients going in the department.
So what's the plan? Are you gluing it, stitching
Yeah, I
it?
think it's going to need a couple of stitches in it.
They're like a one-stop shop, able to assess, treat, and in Corey's case, decide how many stitches he needs.
Me and my boss have got a £10 bet. He says 4 stitches, I said 6.
So first bit's always the worst bit. You feel like touching in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a sharp scratch. Is it just some local anaesthetic, alright?
Mm-hmm.
I think if we've got a distraction, which is why I'm always quite like, yeah, if you want to get your phone out, that's fine. It's not rude, it's just him trying to distract himself. So what was yours, bet? 6 yours?
Yeah, mine's 6.
And what's his 4?
4, yeah.
What have you bet?
10.
10.
Put 6 in, please.
Does that feel alright, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah?
Hold on.
Good as new. So you need to keep it dry and clean, alright?
Yeah.
Definitely don't get it wet for the next couple of days, just to give it that time to start to knit together.
Well, Dave was closest with the vet. 3, I think. Looking at that.
Yeah, 3. I mean, if he'd have been willing to share his tenner, I might have managed to squeeze a bit more in.
Thank
There
you.
you go. There you go. Alright, no problem. Take care.
You too.
Corey has just...
That he is going to get his tenner.
The carpet fitter was back at work the next day, but his mate Dave decided it was best not to cash in on this particular winning bet. In Resus, car crash victim Emma has taken a turn for the worse.
Are you okay, Emma? I've just been sick. Right. Okay. Sorry. Don't apologise, darling, at all.
Sister Kelly gives her something to help.
So I've got you some L3 sickness. I've got you some more on Danstron. Okay, put this in here.
And the results of Emma's scan have just arrived.
Had CT which has shown no obvious fractures, and so we've cleared her.
Dr. Louise Nugent can do a full examination, as there are no broken bones. But that doesn't mean Emma is out of the woods completely.
The scan that we did, that check, it doesn't check your extremities. Sort of like, it's just not too, it's really quick. You feel like poke everywhere. Whereabouts is it? So on the back of the front? It's just that back. That back. Was any point to
It cracked, but it didn't actually smash it.
While she seems to have escaped serious physical injury,
Alright, so I'm just going to sit you up steady. Just on me. How's that?
Emma's still not well enough to leave Rhesus.
big balls might be able to pick again. Sorry.
Can we move 17 into fit to sit blue? If we do that, and then at least we can get next to ambulances in that are waiting. One's gone.
In the hub, Nurse Steph needs senior management to understand the pressure she's under.
Hello. Hi. We've had wait till like over an hour and a half just because of cubicle capacity, blood flow. Reese has settled a bit now, hasn't it? But it's just assessment really, and ambulances. We just need to get some movement.
Yeah, okay, well, if you need it, just shout.
Alright, yeah.
This shift is testing all the skills she's developed over the last 3 years of running the hub.
When you're a leader, people look to you for support.
We trying to reserve it?
Now, 15's free.
If they see you panicking and getting really stressed, that's not going to reassure them very much.
You're reserving it. I said no.
Oh, you know about this, that just dropped it. I do.
In Rhesus, Dr. Rob is preparing for a second attempt to put Cheryl's fractured bones back in place and avoid an emergency operation.
The one on the outer part of the leg, the fibula, is the one that kind of commonly goes, and then she's actually fractured both sides. So the idea
Around, the pain relief had little effect.
My day today.
You're doing fine, you're doing so well. It's all right.
So Dr. Rob has ordered a much higher dose, but even this might not be enough.
It's unlikely she'll remember, but there is a sensation of pain, unfortunately, with this thing.
The team gathers to begin the procedure.
There'll be a few people in whilst we do this. We're all here to look after you, make sure that you're okay, all right?
And they do everything they can to keep Cheryl as relaxed as possible.
Put the lights off, have it nice and calm, okay?
How's your eyes? Did you want to show? Nice and relaxed.
Cheryl is bracing herself for yet more pain. Finally, it's all over for the second time.
Focus, we lined up. If we're not happy with the position, then we'll line something upstairs. But it felt like it shifted across.
All Cheryl wants to know is, has it worked?
You've done so well. I'm going to let you come around a bit and see what your x-ray looks like, okay? Or continue.
After 2 attempts to realign her bones, if unsuccessful this time, there's only one option left. In Barnsley Casualty, Lead nurse Steph is battling a lack of patient flow. The hospital is at capacity, so until some beds become available, her patients can't get moved up to the wards.
This positive bay that's coming up, do you know how long it'll be? I've got about 7 ambulances waiting.
And paramedics are still bringing patients into the department.
When we haven't got beds and we haven't got cubicles and we've got patients waiting, it has a big impact on the...
In for a porter, and then that queue will be available, so it shouldn't be long now, about 5 minutes.
They can't get out to the emergencies in the community, which is why it's so important we can get them out onto the roads where they need to be.
2097, not ringing.
And now, she's having to deal with another problem.
Red phone's not working, ambulance can't ring through.
Red phone is a dedicated line for the ambulances to call us on when they've got an emergency coming in. So obviously it's significant. Just so you know, red phone's down. Red phone's down, so we're having to use results phone as red phone. So if that rings, that is a red phone. Now, Q143.
In resus, Cheryl has come round, but the day is starting to take its toll.
You can take that off.
I'm just wired up to death and staying on my wit.
The 74-year-old is hoping the second attempt to realign her broken leg bones has worked. If not, she will need surgery. Dr. Rob has the results of the latest X-ray.
Hello there, Siobhan.
Hello.
How are you getting on?
I'm alright now.
Yeah. So unfortunately it's not completely, corrected.
Right.
Which means you'll need an operation at some point. Okay?
Oh, God. So, will I be allowed home soon?
After the operation, yes.
Am I going to have to have an operation before I go home?
I think this is a bit kicked. Yeah, you're going to have to stay in hospital.
Oh, my God.
So the operation will aim for either tonight or tomorrow. Okay? Any questions?
No, I just don't want to be here like that. What they are, I have no choice of that.
And because the operation may happen this afternoon, for the time being, just to clear fluids, so just having water. I'll see you later, then, Cheryl.
Yeah, okay, love.
Bye.
Thank you.
It's not the news she wanted.
No, I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
But as the pain eases, Cheryl calls her sister-in-law to fill her in on what's been quite an eventful day.
What's up? They've potted it.
What they said?
Unpotted it, stretched it.
You broke it?
Twice. Two
You broke
places. Each side, yeah. They've had to straighten my leg to get it into pot. And I think I'm stopping here a bit.
And I put you on the ward?
I think so, yeah.
I need to see if I can do see if you're stopping it. So call me when you know what's going on.
But listen.
Is the nurse there?
Yeah, there's one or two here, yeah.
Hello.
Are you the nurse?
I am
Yeah.
indeed. Hello.
I'm Cheryl's sister-in-law. I take her in the hospital.
Hello. My name's Hayley. I'm one of the nurses.
Can you just go in on the ward, please?
Yeah, so what we'll do is...
All right. I'll get back to you.
Right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Ask them for painkillers.
Yes.
Bye.
She's like my second bloody mother.
It was a week before the swelling in Cheryl's leg subsided and she could have her operation. She's now back home recuperating. The department is so busy today, Senior Doctor, Consultant Chris Young, is helping out with the ambulance arrivals. Doing what he can to help get patients through the system.
My job is to oversee the clinical work, run the department on a day-to-day basis, but there's just a very tight-knit group here. We all work for each other.
And they receive another emergency call. An ambulance is blue lighting in a 54-year-old man who's in remission from mouth cancer. But today, it's Dean's leg that's causing him pain.
I go upstairs to the toilet. I go to the top step. So I looked at a big click in my leg. And I fell on top step. I went down in agony. Come on with pain.
Hi, Dean. Hi, Dean. I'm Chris. I'm one of the doctors. So I'm just going to take the buckles off and have a little look, okay? Keep a bit of a toe on now. Is that tender at all? No. It's okay, is it? Okay. How about your knee still?
Yeah,
It's a bit sore there, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Fine, okay. X-ray that knee. Dean anyway. We'll see what's what. Stay with us, we'll get you sorted.
Dr. Young orders some blood tests and frees up a cubicle for more patients. Over in the new paediatric unit, it seems Nurse Greg was destined for a career in the NHS.
My mum was an occupational therapist before she retired. My auntie is a nurse, my cousin is a nurse, and my grandma was a healthcare auxiliary. So yeah, most people on my mum's side are medical based. It inspired me to go out and care for people.
In the waiting room, 14-year-old Rocco has been brought in by his mum Joanne.
I was playing football at school and I got pushed over a wall as a laugh, just messing with my mates, and I've whacked it and it's proper killed my hand. It's like gone numb and I can't move my pinky finger.
It's a typical drama queen.
Hi, my name's Greg, I'm one of the nurses. You want to follow me, pal?
Fine.
Do you have a seat on that chair there for me, buddy? Lovely, let's have a look, buddy. Let's take that tuber grip off. Lovely. You point to where it hurts, buddy. Do you think you've punched the wall a little bit as you've hit it, yeah? Because when people have like a punching injury, that's where it's most tender. It's called a boxing. I'm sorry, alright. I'm going to get you some pain relief and we'll see it in the waiting area and wait for a doctor to come. They're probably going to want to x-ray that. Alright, lovely.
Thank you ever so much.
Thank you. It's very tender down his little finger here and there is like a slight bony bump. I think he's just been unlucky with how he's fallen, punched the wall. You can tell that he has punched the wall because there's impact bruising on his knuckles and it is very tender down there. It needs seeing really.
With the hospital at capacity, Casualty is backed up and paramedics keep arriving with yet more patients.
You want in a cubicle?
Yeah, really closer.
We'll have a little look for you.
But Nurse Steph is doing all she can to get the ambulances back out on response.
2 cubicles have come up, so it shouldn't be long now. Should be starting to get some movement. Mel, I've just put one in cube 3. Cubicle 17 has just been over to ward, and then I think I've got another one as well. So it won't be long now. We've just got 3 cubes. How's your pain? Alright.
54-year-old Dean is in Assessment Hub 2. He had oral cancer 3 years ago, but today is in A&E with a suspected broken leg. Dr. Johnny Cooper gets up to speed with Dean's medical notes.
I'm Johnny, one of the A&E doctors. I've had a little read about you, Dean, but I understand you felt something crack or pop.
Really loud.
So, how's your pain if you're still and we're not moving you?
It's about 5 and I'm not moving. I'm moving 1 millimetre.
It's outrageous.
Outrageous, yeah.
Can you feel me coming up the side of your foot?
Yes, it's generally, yeah.
How's the front of your knee?
Sorry.
Are you feeling it here or are you feeling it lower?
Bit there and that bit there.
So some in your knee?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got to try and get behind to feel your pulse. Sorry.
It's alright.
Okay, good. Fair enough. A few things then. Can I ask you, have you had radiotherapy on your neck?
Yeah, lower cancer.
Fine, so around here?
It was visceral, yeah, very. The cancer's got from a bit up for now.
Right, matey. So, blood test first. Alright, have you ever been told you're anemic?
No.
Okay. So, you're anemic, which basically your full blood count or your haemoglobin blood count is low.
Yeah.
It has been for a little while. That could have been unchanged, but that's something that, in combination with other things, we need to think about. Your calcium level. We can tell things about your bone health from your calcium level.
Yeah.
Okay. If the calcium on the blood test is accurate, it's pretty high. High to the point of we need to go searching for what's causing cancer.
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you, Dean? Yeah? My concern is that if you've heard a crack, I'm worried that you might have had something there to cause that bone to be really fragile and break. It might be to do with a general bone weakness, which can be thyroid related, but it can also be cancer related.
It's the last thing Dean wants to hear. But Dr. Cooper still needs to rule out other causes before he can make an accurate diagnosis.
We obviously need to know what we're dealing with here, and then I'll come back and talk to you fully and make sure we get to the bottom of what's going on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bit down. So she's that same. Cancer again. Involved, I know it's not good. Could be a few things. Need to find out what.
resus, Emma has stopped feeling sick and can now sit up. Sister Kelly begins her handover.
Is a 38-year-old involved in a RTC about 8:30ish this morning. Head on to right collision. Complained of back pain and pelvic region pain, and she's really tired and sleepy.
I'm just bruised. I haven't broken anything. It happened quite fast. 1 minute I was going home and then next minute I was in an accident. So I was just in shock more than anything else.
She's had a lucky escape.
Alright, take care, darling. See you later.
I've got 3 kids. They'll all be a little bit upset that I have got hurt, but my husband's a diamond. I can just out see him now.
3 hours after a head-on collision, Emma's husband Neil arrives to take her home.
Hello, it's only Steph round an ED. Just to let you know, they are ready for that lady for MRI. Yes.
On busy days like today, Steph is forced to spend a lot of her time apologising to patients.
You've been here a very long time, haven't you? I know, I'm sorry about your wait.
But many of them here at Barnsley Casualty appreciate that staff are doing the very best they can.
These lovely ladies bought treats for looking after a mum.
That's really nice.
The lady that she sent to MRI, she'll know what you mean.
The lady she sent to MRI. Oh, that's really kind. Thank you.
Waiting outside X-ray, 54-year-old Dean is coming to terms with the news that his broken leg could be a sign that he's...
Cancer in main bones. It's the first time that's been mentioned. So I don't know. I don't know if it gets bad. I think it bones is... How? Go on quickly. Huh?
Once back in cubicle 11, Dean gets a call from his wife, Eva.
Hello, darling.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you?
Alright. You look to me from Lord.
Okay.
And there's no one's taken.
Okay, but how are you feeling?
Alright, darling. They're breathing. Painkiller.
Alright.
So you get agony. They're pulling through.
Yeah. Okay, darling. I've got rest of the week off. Do you want me to come and see you now?
Not at the moment.
Everything is in your bag, darling. I put everything there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'll call you back in a bit.
Okay. I love you lots, darling.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, love you. Take care. Bye.
And you're alright.
Yes. She's with Jasmine's mom. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye. Let me know.
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Over in the hub, the results of Dean's X-ray are back. Dr. Cooper has some news. But he wants to deliver it in private.
Only me again. Bye.
No available space at Barnsley Casualty today means paramedics are having to wait to hand over their patients.
How are we doing an ambulance smell? I've just got one left. Brill. There's no one sat in a chair who can go into up, is there?
It also means longer wait times for patients in the department. Nurse Steph is doing what she can to keep their spirits up.
You hungry? Well, bring in a sandwich in. How is it weird? What about some toast? Do you want some toast or something? Some toast. Do you want some toast? No? He says that he's got to stay in our sandwiches. No butter on him.
No look there. She tries a different tack.
You look amazing, you hungry.
In cubicle 11, 54-year-old Dean came in with a suspected broken leg, but the results of his X-ray and blood tests have shown something much more serious.
Looking at his leg, we knew there was something extremely wrong, and the X-rays confirmed that. What makes this concerning for us is the fact that he's sustained it by just walking up the stairs. This adds to our worry that there's something more sinister going on, and that's kind of unfortunately all but confirmed, really. That, like I said, I probably shouldn't say too much for Dean. I had to go into not only what's happened today, but what looks like is happening with regards to his cancer, most likely, unfortunately. Like a lovely selfless bloke, he's now thinking about how he'll tell his family, so that might sum up how he's taken it, really, unfortunately.
Having beaten cancer once, Dean is determined to do it again.
Day goes 2019. Cleared. Then cancer came again. I get emotional.
It's thoughts of his 12-year-old daughter Anya that keep him going.
That's a question. Over my life. My wife. I do anything for her. That's why I'm going to be here for her.
Dean was admitted to the ward to have further tests carried out by the specialist oncology team. In the hub, some progress for Nurse Steph.
Are you free for a transfer? Alice, please, in cubicle. What room is she in? She's in 14. 14, she can go in a wheelchair. She doesn't need to go in any stairs. Is that alright? She'll be able. Thank you.
And some progress too for 14-year-old Rocco.
I reckon this is what I've done here.
He's had an X-ray on his suspected broken hand. Consultant Dr. David Walker has the results.
He's broken his 5th metacarpal. He just needs a pot on it. It's probably the most common metacarpal to break. It's the easiest to break, but a common injury in the hand. So I'll go and give him the good news. So it is broken, and you've broken that bone there. Okay, so that where it's, I'm not going to press it, don't worry. It's broken. It's broken there. Okay. It's moved a little, but not a lot. Okay, so we'll put you in plaster for a little while it's on. Hang on there. One of the nurses will come and stick you in a plaster.
Excellent.
And then you get home last.
Yes, yeah. Thanks very much.
All right, you're welcome.
Hi. I feel awful because, you know, the swelling had gone down. Just keep an eye on it because I just feel awful that he's probably been in so much pain that, you know, I hadn't realised. So I'm not winning Best Mum Award this year, unfortunately. I've broken a bone, actually. It's his first ever bone.
I'm very surprised. I knew exactly what that bone. Google. It's all you need. You don't need a doctor now.
But you're wrong one.
Nurse Ellie arrives to put the pot on Rocco's hand. But all he's bothered about is missing his dinner.
You're expecting to even get home. Oh, I'm thinking fish and chips, you see. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. And I think the chip shop's probably shut down. Yeah.
Guilting your mum into a chippy tea is the perfect way for the teenager to get back at her for not believing him.
Mum brown fish, man. Oh, Godfather.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Obviously.
Oh, nice.
Right then, are you happy? Yep. If there's any swelling, obviously come back to see us. Right. Alright. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. See you later.
Finally, as the shift comes to an end, Nurse Steph updates the handover document.
Laddie, it's only Steph down in ED. I'm just wondering if you can give me just a quick update on beds.
Before her last duty, the handover meeting with the night shift.
No handover anywhere. Sometimes you feel guilty walking out of the department when it's really busy. Evening. It's been busy today just because we've really just not had any flow at all out of the department. But it's a 24-hour service and we have to hand the care over to other nurses. Right, everybody happy? Yeah? Fine, let's go. It's important that we look after ourselves as nurses as well as our patients. See you later. Have a nice night.
Nurse Steph's day is at an end, but for those on the next shift at Barnes and Casualty, it's only just beginning. Next time on Casualty 24/7.
Big deep breath. And do you know what time it is at the minute? Don't feel cheating, you cheat.
How big's this cutlet? Is it like this big or is it like this big?
We're on your road tonight. How are you going to cope?
Maybe the third time it's been cut off somebody's finger this time.
My driving's not bad, is it? Oh, of course not. What are you about?
A wave of riots hit cities across the UK in 2011, and it was unlike anything seen in our lifetime. Riots at the Week England Bend.